everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much everybody for coming back to my channel. Thank you to everybody who's listening in the podcast right now. It is Thursday, July 17, 2025. I wanted to come here and share this story about a viral video that has been showing animals living Yellowstone National Park. Okay, how crazy is that? I have never seen anything like that. Before I continue, of course, thank you. I apologize about the noise. That's my AC is probably gonna go down soon. It's a very warm summer day here in Connecticut, so that's why I needed to have it on. But I wanted to thank everybody who's watching this video on YouTube. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Everybody who's listening right now using Spotify, please don't forget to leave a comment, follow the podcast, and also leave a comment, follow the podcast, and rate the podcast on Spotify. It really helps me as a creator. The same thing with everybody who's listening using Amazon Music. I was just checking the stats about that, and I want to say thank you so much to everybody who's using Amazon Music to listen to the podcast. I think it's called Amazon Music, I'm not sure actually, but I know it's through Amazon. And everybody also who's listening using Apple Podcasts, don't forget to follow me, guys, on the podcast on Apple Podcasts. I see the audience growing there. It really means a lot to me, you guys. Please continue to do so and leave a comment, okay? So we all know that we're living in the last days. It's no secret. And this is, I know, regarding the animals living in Yellowstone. To be honest, guys, there was some news today about the president being diagnosed with something today, right? And I just have this feeling, this is just my opinion, okay? I have this feeling that what he's gonna go through, I know it's benign and all of that, but he's gonna being diagnosed, right? And being shown marks in his body that he has, I think it's called, it's not DVT, but it's called insufficient blood circulation or something like this, that it begins to show through marks and swelling of your lower limbs and all of that, and he's gonna get treatment for that, obviously. But because of that, right, I have this feeling that there's gonna be a change in him, okay? And a change for the better, obviously, because when sickness knocks on your door, right, when you are diagnosed with something unexpectedly, and I know this is a side note compared to the podcast that I'm going to do about, I just wanted to share this with you guys because I just had this feeling when I learned about him being diagnosed. I was like, things are about to change quickly here. Things are about to change. You just know it. And meaning that he's going to have a different perspective of everything that he has been doing, let's just say, for the past 6 months. And I'm looking forward to see the change, and I'm sure it's going to be a positive change because, like I said, when sickness comes knocking on your door, it puts your life into perspective. It makes you know that we are so vulnerable to everything, that at the end of the day we're all just human living on this earth, right? And that anything can happen. This is what I told you guys. Anything can happen. We are vulnerable to everything. I mean, we spend so much time in the sun, we get sunburn, or we get something on our skin, and if we don't protect ourselves or something, right, you can go for a hike and you get bitten by you get a tick bite, and then something happens to you just like that, so quickly, so vulnerable that we all are. And once you understand that, you kind of feel compassion for people, and you understand them, right? And you don't want your legacy to be one of the one like, I came in, I separated families, I took people from their jobs, right? The good people working their jobs, being here for 30 years. I went to the grocery store and undercover and grabbed them off the streets, even though they were working. They just need their paperwork in order, things like that. And I feel like there's gonna be a change for the positive in him, right? Now, talking about that and talking about the end of the times, right? We know that we're gonna see signs that the time of Jesus' return is soon approaching. We know this is biblical, right? And the light just went off, okay? I'm not even gonna bother with the light. Obviously, I have sound issues and light issues now, but anyways, please bear with me. So Yellowstone National Park, there has been a video that has gone viral saying that animals are leaving Yellowstone National Park for fear. They call it like an apocalyptic type of event, and also fear of a volcano, right? Let me read to you guys, because now scientists are saying, by the way, that's not actually what's happening, FYI. So a recent viral video and social media post has sparked concerns among nature enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists alike, claiming that the animals like bears and mountain lions are fleeing Yellowstone National Park in May. These dramatic posts often feature footage of bison herds, elk, and even grizzly bears supposedly escaping the park, with some suggesting that this mass exodus signal an imminent volcano eruption. However, scientists say and park officials are saying that to set the record straight, there's no unusual animal migration occurring, and the Yellowstone supervolcano shows no sign of preparing to erupt. Okay, no signs. I understand we go by signs, but scientists, you respect them obviously, but I feel like the animals will show some signs too, right? When something is about to happen, the animals show signs, right? When we're gonna have thunderstorms, if you live in a very like country like state or something like this, you see animals, you see the birds flying and they're making noises, right? And like, okay, we're gonna get really bad storm or something. So the animals do have some type of knowing of what's to come. Is in my opinion, that's true, right? Let me know guys what you think about this in the comments. But scientists are saying that the volcano is not going to erupt, right? That's not why they're leaving the park. They don't know what's happening. They're just animals, right? It says here, wildlife movement in and around Yellowstone is completely normal, they're saying. It follows predictable seasonal patterns that have occurred for thousands of years. Animals largely don't possess, this is what they're saying, animals largely don't possess supernatural abilities to predict volcanic eruption. Contrary to popular folklore, the bison, elk, and grizzly bears are mountain lions that call Yellowstone home move for practical biological reasons that have nothing to do with future seismic activity, they're saying. Seasonal migration is primary driver of animal movement in the region as winter approaches. So they're just saying, you guys see all this movement? Like these animals, if I'm gonna see if I can get the video so I can show you here. And if you're listening using the podcast, please come to Julissadesigns YouTube channel so you can see it. And if you haven't seen it, this video has gone viral already. They're leaving the park like time to go now, or like they're even in line uniform, like forming a straight line, going the straight line, just exit right now. And they're saying, we have seen this all the time, right? That's what the park nationals are saying, the scientists. But if that has happened all the time, why is it becoming viral now, right? It's a very unusual thing to see this group of animals that normally they need training, they need, guidance to know where they're going. They're just basically all taking off, right? And it's like, they're saying this is a normal thing that they're doing. It doesn't seem to me like it's normal, right? Let me know guys what you think about this, okay? Let me see what else I can tell you about it. Grizzly bears aren't fleeing anything either, somebody say. I'm laughing because we're talking like they're people. Like grizzly bears, they're not going anywhere, by the way. They'll be right back, Grizzly bears aren't fleeing anything either. As omnivorous, they follow food sources throughout the year, from early spring roots and grasses to summer berries and autumn nuts. Their movements are dictated by seasonal food ability, not geological instability. Similar mountain lions track their prey animals, primarily deer and elk, whose movement they shadow throughout the ecosystem. Beyond seasonal patterns, several other factors naturally influence wildlife, okay? Movement. Weather events such as a particular harsh winter or drought conditions can push animals to seek better conditions elsewhere. Human activity, including increased tourism or nearby development, may cause temporary displacement. Additionally, predator-prey dynamics, competition for resources, and breeding behaviors all contribute to the complex patterns of animal movement that researchers observe. Park officials emphasize that wildlife monitoring system will immediately detect any unusual behavioral changes. They're like, we are on top of these animals. They're being monitored. If they're doing something strange, we know. But here's the thing, though: if animals, one day they're here, the next day, they're gonna, let's say, why do people get hurt by them, right? When people go on hikes and things like that, you're monitoring them and they're gonna exit and then they're gonna come back. Like, really? It's just very strange, right? They're saying they're monitoring and they will detect any unusual behavior changes. Yellowstone extensive research network includes GPS collars, camera traps, and regular wildlife surveys that will reveal genuine anomaly in animal behavioral patterns. If Yellowstone's supervolcano were truly preparing to erupt, scientists will observe a clear measurable warning sign long before any eruption occurred. Let me just tell you something. You cannot rely so much on why you're like, if you say minimum, I'm gonna get it because I have my iPad right in front of me. Until it goes to a spam folder and you're like, you sent it? I never got it. I've been looking at this iPad the whole time. Oh yeah, it's on my spam folder. You sent it to me 10 hours ago. Like, we rely so much on our human mind, and it's like that's why you have to pray. Anything can happen. You have to pray, right? We make all these plans and we're like, I'm sure the car is good. I'm sure this is good. I'm sure that computer will never lose battery. I'm sure things like this. Anything can happen, and they're relying so much and be like, oh, this volcano is being monitored and nothing's gonna come out of that. That will never happen. Remember Titanic? And I'm not trying to be like I'm just trying to be honest, okay? I'm not trying to be like one of those people that always say, the punishment is coming, this is coming, judgment, this and the other. Nothing like that. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we're so vulnerable. We're all human beings, right? So our reliable and our sustainability is only found in God, right? So we should just pray about it, right? And in my opinion, I do believe the animals will send us something is coming. They keep saying, oh no, we have seen this before, right? So they will know. They have measurable warning signs long before any eruption occurred. The Yellowstone Volcano Observatory continuously monitors seismic activity, ground deformation, and gas emissions. Precursory signals would include sustainable earthquake swarms, significant ground uplift, or subsidence and changes in thermal features like geysers and hot springs. These geological indicators will provide sustainable advance warning potential years or decades before any major volcanic event. The monitor technology is sophisticated enough to detect even minor changes in the volcanic system, meaning scientists will have ample time to study and communicate any genuine threats. Current data shows Yellowstone volcanic system remains stable with no normal background seismic activity, no unusual thermal or deformation patterns. The animals of Yellowstone continue their ancient routines unbothered by the underground forces that have shaped this remarkable landscape for millennia. I don't know what that means. Actually, so here we are. They're saying, they're just leaving. They're doing their thing. Like, don't even pay attention to what they're doing. The animals have done this all the time. It's a normal behavior for them. There's no volcano eruption. The bears, the lions, they gather together once a year or something. They leave the area and then they come back, right? It's based on food, like I read. It has nothing to do with any warning signs of volcano eruption, nothing like this. So there you go, guys. I don't know what to say. I'm laughing because sometimes, you know, this is an example how much we rely so much on technology, right? And we should, you know, you guys know that I love technology and all of that stuff and learning new things and things like that, but anything can happen, right? So I think to see the animals doing that, and they're saying, the scientists are saying this is just normal behavior, but it wasn't viral last year. It wasn't unnoticed last year, right? How come it's happening now and everybody's like, whoa, what's all this about? Let me know, guys, what you think about this. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming to the channel. Thank you to everybody who's listening to the podcast. Have a good day, everybody. God bless. This is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good day, everybody. God bless.